If you have not been under a rock, you're seeing that everyone and their mama is making that move here to Texas. Your coworker did it, your cousin did it. You've seen a million videos about making this move, and yet here you are still sitting in the same exact city, still paying that same ridiculous cost of living, still stuck because you don't actually know where to start. You don't know which suburb is right for your family. You don't know if you're about to move your kids somewhere that's safe or somewhere in the middle of nowhere next to a cow farm. You don't know if this process even works if you're buying a home from thousands of miles away out of state, and that is exactly why I made this video. My name is Luke Jones. I relocated my family from South Florida here to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I had every single one of those same fears running through my head when I was searching for a home. I have helped dozens of families make this exact move from out of state with confidence. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through the step-by-step process for buying a home in Dallas-Fort Worth in 2026 as an out-of-state buyer, so that by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what to do, exactly when to do it, and exactly who you need in your corner. And if at any point during this video you're ready to stop researching and start moving, my calendar link is in the description. You can book a free 20-minute strategy call, scan the QR code on the screen, or just text me directly. I'm a real person and I answer. I'll text you back. Let's get into it. Step one is knowing exactly where you would like to live. And I can't stress this enough, don't skip this step. Dallas-Fort Worth is not one city, it's a massive ecosystem of suburbs, and every single one of these suburbs has a completely different personality, a different price point, and a different lifestyle. You have Frisco, which is polished and established. You have Prosper, which is slightly newer, slightly more affordable than Frisco, and it sits right on Highway 380, which gives you access to everything that Frisco has to offer without paying that Frisco premium. Then you have McKinney, which has a small town feel, but serious growth happening all over the city. Then you have Princeton, Melissa, and Anna, where your dollar stretches the furthest right now in Dallas-Fort Worth, especially if you're looking to buy new construction. You need to be crystal clear on which one of these fits your lifestyle, your budget, and your family before you make any financial move at all. I have detailed videos on each one of these suburbs right here on this channel. Go ahead and take a look at those. That's your first assignment. And if you want me to tell you which suburb makes more sense for your specific situation, go ahead and book a call, scan the QR code that's on the screen, or shoot me over a text message. That conversation is 100% free, and it's gonna save you weeks of confusion. And step number two is getting your pre-approval. I mean a real pre-approval, not just a casual chat with the lender. I mean a letter in your hand that's ready to go the moment you fall in love with the right home. Here's the reality in Dallas-Fort Worth in 2026. The homes in the right suburbs at the right price points are not sitting around waiting for you to come and give them an offer. They move within days. If you are an out-of-state buyer without a pre-approval letter in your hand, you're not a buyer, you're just a tourist. Get pre-approved first, and if you don't have a lender that you're working with, I work with lenders who specialize specifically in out-of-state buyers who are relocating here to Dallas-Fort Worth. They completely understand your timeline and they won't slow you down. Just reach out to me and I'll make sure I make that connection for you. Now, step number three is finding the right agent, and I'm gonna be brutally honest with you right here because this matters more than anything else on this list. Most agents in Dallas-Fort Worth are not equipped to handle out-of-state relocations. This is a specialized process. You need someone who knows the suburbs that you're targeting inside and out, someone who can FaceTime you through a home while you're still sitting in Miami, LA, or New York. You need someone who understands new construction contracts inside and out, because that's where most out-of-state buyers end up. And you also need someone who's gonna protect you through every single step of this process, even when you physically cannot be here. That's exactly what I do. Every single client that I work with have moved here from another state. This is not just a side hustle for me. This is my entire business plan built specifically for people in your exact situation. If you want to work with someone who has actually lived this process every single day, go ahead and text me, scan the QR code on the screen, or grab a spot on my calendar. The link is in the description. Let's talk. Now, step number 4 is the home search itself. And as an out-of-state buyer, you have 2 real pathways to getting a home here in Dallas-Fort Worth. Path number 1 is the dedicated tour weekend, where you fly into Dallas-Fort Worth. We spend a few days hitting every single home that matches your criteria, and then you fly home having made a decision. Real quick, I gotta jump in here for just a second because my inbox is currently full of people from California, New York, and Chicago, all asking the same exact question. Are the neighborhoods in Frisco, Prosper, McKinney, and Plano as good as they look on Zillow? Look, I completely get it. Moving to Dallas is not just about finding the right house, it's about finding the right lifestyle. I'm literally on the phone every single day helping families navigate everything from the school districts in Frisco all the way down to the best commute times into downtown Dallas or into Plano. Whether you're 9 days away from moving or 9 months out, my team and I specialize in being your boots on the ground right here in Dallas-Fort Worth. We do the video tours, we check the neighborhood vibe, and we handle all of the headaches so you don't have to. If you're even thinking about making the move to Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, do yourself a favor, shoot me over a text message or give me a call, grab a spot on my calendar, scan the QR code. To do so, let's make your move to Texas an actual win. All right, I'm done. Let's get back to the video. Path number 2 is the new construction build, where you have more time, more flexibility, and you don't have to be standing here the moment that the listing goes live. Both of these pathways work. I have helped clients with both ways. What matters is knowing which path fits your timeline before you start searching, so you're not wasting time going down the wrong road. And step number 5 is the offer and the contract. Pay attention here, because Texas contracts are completely different than what you're used to back home. The option period, the earnest money structure, the inspection process, all of it works completely different than Florida, California, New York, or wherever you're moving from. And if you are buying new construction in this market, this builder contract is written entirely in the builder's favor. Every single line of it. You need someone who has read those contracts hundreds of times, someone who knows what to push back on, and someone who is going to make sure that you don't sign something that's going to cost you money later. And that's what I'm here for. And step number 6 is your closing. And this is the part that surprises almost every single out-of-state client that I work with. Here in Texas, you do not need to be here on closing date. You can close completely remotely from wherever you are. A mobile notary comes to you, you wire your funds to the title company or the attorney, and someone on my team does your final walkthrough for you here on the ground in Dallas-Fort Worth. I have had clients close on their home here in Prosper while they were sitting in their apartment in New York watching the movers pack their boxes. That is how smooth the process is when you have the right team behind you. Here's what I need you to hear before this video ends. The reason that this move feels completely overwhelming right now is not because it's actually hard, it's because you don't have enough information yet. That's it. The moment you have the right information, the right game plan, and the right person in your corner, this stops being a scary process and it starts being the best decision that you've ever made for you and your family. I know this because I have lived this exact same process. I moved my family from South Florida here to Dallas, and I've never looked back, not once, and neither have any of my clients. If you're serious about making this move, stop researching and start moving. My calendar link is in the description. You can scan the QR code that's on the screen right now, or just text me directly. Let's figure out your timeline, your budget, your target suburb, and exactly what your next step is. The call is absolutely free. That conversation could change your family's life. I'll see you on the other side. God bless.